There's a wind blowing across Africa, a wind of change, not just whispers but a storm of ideas and frustrations. It's sweeping from West Africa to the south, carrying demands for true independence from a generation tired of waiting for a promised future. For years, the world saw Africa as a continent of potential, always just out of reach. But what happens when people decide to stop waiting? In Chingola, Zambia's copper belt, that question was answered with a roar. Zambia, long seen as a beacon of stability, now faces a crisis. Stability doesn't feed the hungry or employ the youth. The events of November 8, 2025, weren't random. They were a signal that the old ways are no longer acceptable. Chingola's story is one of broken promises, a nation rich in resources but poor in opportunity. This isn't just about Zambia, it's a chapter in a continent-wide awakening, as young people ask, who is all this wealth for? To understand Chingola, you have to listen to the people's struggles, their dashed hopes, and their search for new heroes. Dat stands for the number somber. Imagine being the president, rolling into your stronghold expecting cheers, only to be met with boos and defiance. President Hichilema's visit to Chingola was anything but routine. Instead of celebration, he faced a wall of anger. The convoy was blocked not by rivals, but by ordinary people, miners, vendors, unemployed youth, demanding to be heard. This wasn't just protest, it was a rejection of the political status quo. The anger was personal, a sense of betrayal from those who once believed in a new dawn. For many, the sun never rose. Poverty and inequality remained. The government called it a riot, but this was targeted anger, a desperate plea for change. The chants and roadblocks spoke louder than any speech, exposing the chasm between official narratives and lived reality. Chingola's welcome was a wake-up call for the entire nation. The message, you can't ignore us anymore. The whole country and continent was listening. Why are people so angry? It's not one issue, it's a perfect storm. The cost of living is soaring. Meal prices climb while families struggle. Foreign debt hangs over Zambia, draining resources from schools and clinics. Youth unemployment is a ticking time bomb. Educated, ambitious young people with nowhere to go. This isn't just about money, it's about dignity and belonging. Inequality is glaring. While most struggle, a small elite and foreign corporations thrive. Mining deals enrich outsiders, while locals see little benefit. The system feels rigged, fueling a sense of injustice and betrayal. This isn't just poverty, it's the pain of being cheated. And that pain is explosive. The frustration is real, and it's growing. The pot is boiling over. To understand Chingola's explosion, you must understand the city. Chingola sits atop Zambia's copper wealth, yet its people feel left with crumbs. Every day, they watch copper leave, but prosperity never arrives. Foreign mining companies flourish, locals face unemployment and dangerous jobs. Living on a treasure chest but remaining poor breeds deep resentment. Government policies seem to favor outsiders, not citizens. When new mining deals are signed, locals ask, will we benefit? Too often the answer is no. The anger in Chingola is sharper than elsewhere. It's about being denied what's rightfully theirs. Blocking the president's motorcade was a symbolic act, reclaiming control over their own wealth. Chingola became the epicenter of Zambia's pain and defiance. To grasp Zambia's new mood, look to Burkina Faso and Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Traoré is more than a leader. He's a symbol of saying no to foreign control and broken systems. His message of sovereignty and resource ownership resonates with Africa's youth. He's kicked out foreign forces, reviewed mining contracts, and put his people first. Whether you agree with his methods or not, his stance inspires. Zambian youth watch his speeches, share his quotes, and see an alternative to their own leaders. Traoré shows it's possible to demand more for your people. The Traoré effect is sparking new demands for authentic African leadership. It's not about military style, it's about mindset. The spirit of Traoré was alive in Chingola's protests, a call for economic independence and dignity. The ghost of Ouagadougou now haunts power corridors across Africa. Yesterday's revolutions needed pamphlets, today's need hashtags. Social media is the new battleground, amplifying the cry. Zambia for Zambians. This hashtag is more than a trend, it's a manifesto for economic independence. Young Zambians question why foreign companies own the mines and the best jobs. Social media connects frustrated voices from Lusaka to Chingola, breaking barriers and building a national movement. Videos, stories, and analysis spread rapidly, challenging the government's narrative. The movement is leaderless, but powerful, impossible to suppress. Our Zambia for Zambians echoes similar calls across Africa, forging a shared identity and purpose. The digital generation is demanding that Africa's destiny be written by Africans. After Chingola, two stories emerged, the official line and the people's truth. The government downplayed the unrest, blaming political opponents and calling it isolated. This strategy aims to contain the problem and reassure investors, but it ignores real grievances. On the ground, people saw the protests as the result of years of frustration, not political theater. Analysts warned, dismissing this anger is willful blindness. You can't orchestrate genuine public rage, it's fueled by poverty and hopelessness. The clash of narratives has sparked a fierce national debate. For ordinary Zambians, the distinction doesn't matter, their pain is real. When leaders dismiss their cries, the divide only deepens. The people's truth is louder than any press release. Chingola's events are part of a larger African transformation. This isn't a revolution of armies, but of consciousness, a demand for a second independence. The first independence brought political freedom. The new one seeks economic sovereignty. Many feel neo-colonial systems still drain Africa's wealth. The new movement is about reclaiming resources and building a future on African terms. Today's youth are connected, educated, and impatient for change. They see global progress and ask, why not us? The old social contract is breaking down. Performance and accountability are now demanded. From Ouagadougou to Chingola, the message is clear. Ruling without delivering is over. Africa's destiny must be written by Africans. The first draft is being written now, on the streets and screens of its youth. November 9, 2025. The dust settles in Chingola, but tension lingers. Zambia stands at a crossroads. Double down on the status quo, or listen and change. The easy path is to dismiss the protests, but the pressure is building. The harder path is to listen, reform, and put citizens first. The youth movement isn't going away. It's a structural shift. Ignore it, and the next explosion could be bigger. The story of Chingola is just beginning. The world and Zambians are watching. Will their roar be heard, or lost in the wind?